Hey, welcome back. My name is Savannah, and I'm glad that you are here. Um, it's that time of the month again where it's time to talk about what I've worked on in the previous month. It is June 1st today, it's about 10 minutes to 11 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, if you have been around for a while, thank you so much. If you've subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so, so much. Which brings me to um, something I wanted to talk about, and thankfully I remembered, or else I would have forgotten, because I don't typically write notes. I don't typically write a script. I just go on vibes. It's all vibes. I just like to be authentic, me. I don't like to put on a show or anything like that. But I did want to talk about, at the beginning of the year, I created this channel. I wanted to test a theory that I had, based off of subscribers and all that other jazz. So I have another YouTube channel. I believe it is just Svannah M / SewLivy. I've had that one for years. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how many years, but I had it for years and years and years. I first started posting my children on it when they were little for my parents. Those are all private. You can't see those videos. And then I switched over to doing cross stitch videos because that's what I was doing back in the day, cross stitching a lot. And so I'd post those videos and traction just wasn't there. And then obviously I switched over to start knitting, and then I discovered there was a whole knitting YouTube community. So I was like, okay, let's do that too. And so I was doing that for years, trying different things every 2 weeks, every month, every whatnot. And I could just not get past like 800 subscribers. I just couldn't. And I was trying so hard to just at least hit 1,000 subscribers. And yet I'd be sitting here watching YouTube content, knitting YouTube content, and there'd be somebody who just started their channel and within a week they have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm just like, what is it? Why does the algorithm not love me? And so I put it to the back of my mind for a while, try not to let it bother me, honestly. Sometimes it does when I think about it, but I was just like, I'm curious why. So at the beginning of this year, 2026, I decided to open up a new YouTube channel and use that one primarily to post and to watch content, and see what that did. And I'll be honest, it did not do what I was hoping it would do. I was not one of the lucky few who seemed to be able to get 1,000 subscribers within a week. I don't know. I don't know. Is it because I'm not posting weekly? I don't have enough content to post weekly. I live my life. I don't live my life for YouTube. I live my life for me. That's just, it's truth. I'm not going to change myself to make other people want to like me. If you don't like me for who I am here, it is what it is. But if you are here watching and you do like what you see, please subscribe. That'd be great. Anyway, so yeah, we're at the 6-month mark. I don't even know how many subscribers I have, to be honest, because I have not looked. But I don't even think I broke 100 yet. So clearly the algorithm does not like me. I was watching Breathing Yarn yesterday on YouTube. I don't know what her name is. I'm so sorry, but her channel name is Breathing Yarn. And I typically like her content, and she just did a video the other day talking all about the algorithm and why YouTube is, how they focus on younger, skinnier, white women. And this is true. I am out of the demographic of young. That is for sure. I am 41. I will be 42 in just a couple of months. So I am definitely not a young you. And YouTuber. Not that I make YouTube my life. I would like to make some kind of money doing this. I would like that. But obviously, I guess my content just isn't what YouTube is looking for. Anyways, we might as well just dive on into the meat and bones of why we're here, right? We're in a new spot. If you notice, this is my brand new couch. I don't know if I probably didn't, because I probably got this in May. So I found this couch, this lovely green couch, which I will insert a little bit of a better photo for you. I found this for free on Facebook Marketplace. No, it wasn't even on Marketplace. It was just on Facebook. It just popped up. And I was able to snag it. I was so, so happy. And the best part is I'm able to take everything off and wash it. So I did that immediately, vacuumed the crap out of it. There are a few little bits of damage on the ends from a cat, but my house has cats, so I wasn't too worried about it. Plus, the part that needs to be fixed, I could easily just sew that or even like super glue it back together. I'm not really worried about it. I'm just very excited that it is green and velvet. I've always wanted a velvet couch, whether it be navy blue or green. But I didn't want to pay for one, considering I know the fact that my cat's hair is going to get stuck to this like crazy, and it has. Thankfully, not as bad as I thought, but needs a little bit of a vacuum. But I absolutely love this thing, so I wanted to come sit over here. And my library has grown. I just got this bookshelf the other day. I found that on Facebook Marketplace for pretty cheap. So I had one big one and then two small ones, and I had quickly run out of room. So finally, after several weeks, probably a couple of months of searching, I was able to find a local to me. I mean, here's the thing. So Billy Bookcase is very popular, right? We do have an IKEA up in Denver, but that is a good hour drive away. And since I already have the black ones, I knew I had to keep going with black. And if it's not a white one, IKEA charges more. I don't know. It's just the way they are. So I was like, okay, I need to be able to find one on Marketplace in town for cheap. Because half the time when somebody would post one, it's already in Denver. I'm like, I'm not driving to Denver for one that is relatively the same cost of buying a new one. So it took me a while, but I finally did it. Got it for 30 bucks. So super excited about that. So yeah, you can see I have so much room. There's even a shelf down below there's so much room for activities. But no, I absolutely love it. I've added so many little knickknacks because my husband got me a 3D printer for Mother's Day. See, I don't know if you can see it from here. Nope, you can't. It's hiding behind the plant right here. The Creality K2 Pro is what my husband got me. I really love it. And I've gone ham with like little knickknacks. I don't think you can see any. I've talked about this in the video I posted recently, which was all about the bookcases. So if you are interested in watching me rearrange my bookcases, there's a video. But I also have like a whole bunch of 3D printed knickknacks up here. Wait, oh, Rocky's right there. It's really hard to see him, but there's Rocky. But yeah, I've been enjoying that so much. And I have a few things to show you too in a minute. But so yeah, I have not done much. Also, if you've noticed, there's not a video of my quilt block of the month either yet. That is because I just started that video yesterday. So I just prepped and cut the fabric yesterday. May is a hectic month. It really, really is. When I'm not a teacher. I'm an instructional aide in an elementary school. May is the most busiest month of the school year. So I had absolutely like no time, no energy, no time to work on a quilt. Plus, jumping into knitting, I have a test knit that I needed to focus on. And so I had just been working on this. But let me tell you something about this. I am a little bit behind, which is very unfortunate. I experienced some kind of weird hand pain just in this finger from this knuckle to this knuckle in the middle of the month. I don't know if it was arthritis. I don't know what it was, but the pain, it was consistent too. Like it wasn't just knitting, like any kind of activity aggravated it, which really, really sucked. So I did take 6 days off. Not consecutive because I would push through some of the pain sometimes to do a little bit of knitting, but not a lot. Like even just grabbing paper and moving it like this, because there was a point of time in work where I had to go boom, boom. That hurt so bad. So I don't know what that was because all of a sudden the pain stopped and I'm fine again, but just from this knuckle to this knuckle. And sometimes it would be more centralized here. Sometimes it'd be more centralized here. Sometimes it'd be the whole side. I don't know. I was wearing compression gloves for a while, doing like, I was putting like icy hot type stuff on it. It's just, I don't know what the heck was going on. But thankfully the pain is over with. It's gone. I'm fine again. And so this is where I'm at with my test knit. Okay. Oh my goodness, I should have brought a hanger over. So this is the back. The last time I showed you, I was right here. That was just the back panel. That wasn't even with the front panels. That wasn't connected in the sleeve. Nothing, because see, there was still, that was like a little bit, all I had was a little bit left of the back panel. From there, I have since added the front panels, the body, the bottom ribbing, and I'm currently in the double knit button band. So it looks like, oh goodness, it's a little wonky with the needles in there for sure, but just about finished with the front side. So the buttonholes are in there. I'm not entirely sure I like the position of the buttonholes. I did it where the pictures on the sample were, but we'll see. Also, again, if you haven't seen before, I accidentally signed up for a size that is way too big for myself. So it is a good 20 inches more, like positive ease, I think. 36, 46, almost. So like 18 inches positive ease, which is really big. I haven't done any blocking or anything like that, so we'll see what this looks like when finished. But this is all that I've worked on. This is it for the whole month of May. Just trying to get it done. So I need to get this button band finished. It's just incredibly annoying. And the fact that there's no fabric while I'm, like, since it's so little, there's no fabric. So my hand keeps like jabbing my nails into this part and it's getting really tender. So that's unfortunate. I'm like, should I clip my nails so that it stops hurting so much? But I don't know. So I did get quite a bit less. Last night I was sitting here listening to an audiobook and I think I was right about, I don't know, right about in here. So yesterday I did that much, maybe. I don't know. Double knit button bands. Sometimes I can go real quick on them and other times they take a million years. And this one's on the thicker side. So I don't know. This is what I'm going to be focusing on. I don't know if it's this or just the season of life for me, but I feel like I'm getting a little burnt out on knitting. I don't know. I have no desire to pick up any of my other projects. Not that I can right now because again, test knit. But just thinking about what I want to work on once this is finished, I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm not losing the bug. I have so much yarn, which is another thing. Let me tell you, I haven't bought any yarn at all this year. We are 6 months in, and I haven't bought a single skein of yarn. I'm so proud of myself. I think what it is, I've been buying books. I've been buying books instead of yarn. Plus, everything that I'm working on is carried over from the last year, and I haven't had any real desire to start anything new other than what I have started a couple months ago, and that was from Stash as well. So it's like I'm really kicking butt at the no buy. Not even that I did a no buy this year, but the unexpected no buy. I haven't bought any yarn. I've thought about it once or twice, but by think about it, I didn't even window shop online. Like, I used to be the kind of person who would go to yarn websites, pick what I want, put it in the cart, and then close the website. I mean, a lot of us do that, right? I do that with lots of things. But what would happen is that it would still be in the cart when I come back later, and then I would actually buy it. Because I'm not even going to yarn websites to look at yarn, I have no desire to buy yarn. Hi. I don't know if I can reach it, baby. You want me to go try? I know. Are you guys leaving soon? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go get a life jacket. Okay, I am back. I was able to go get my son's life jacket. It looks like my kids are gonna go to the pool in a little bit, which is nice. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yarn. So yeah, no yarn buying, which is great. Just using Stash. This is Stash as well. I'm using, this is Homespun Super Soft in the Meadow colorway. I've used quite a bit of this. This thing was a chonker of a cone when I started. But yeah, I'm still gonna have quite a bit left over when I'm finished. And then I'm holding it with Drops Kid Silk. Nope, it's Drops Brushed Alpaca Silk. This is 77% alpaca and 23% silk. I think this is like, I forgot exactly the name, but I think the name has the word pistachio in it. Glazed pistachio is what I'm wanting to think it's called. But I'm holding these two together. This was originally going to be a different sweater, but it's what I had enough of to knit this test knit, which I really shouldn't have signed up for. Honestly, I think because this is, every time I do try it on, even though it's not blocked, it just feels weird. I don't know. We'll make the determination once everything is completely finished, but I think I'm going to be posting this for sale when it is finished. I don't think I want to try to even rip out the alpaca. So you can look for that. Also, which reminds me, I'll make sure this is still on. Yep, sorry. I just transferred from Etsy to a different website. Etsy's great. I don't mind Etsy, especially as a consumer, but as somebody who is selling, they really do take a lot of fees. Granted, the program is really easy to use, so this is just a trial run for now. So Etsy's still there, it's just it's on vacation right now, and I switched everything over to it's called SewKnittyDesigns.bigcartel.com. And so we're going to try that out and see how that goes. So it's like having my own website, but without my own domain. So we will see. So far, I've got everything set up. And so things that I sell like this or destashed yarn is over there. I will have it linked in the description below. Go ahead and check that out if you're interested. I also have some 3D printed items that I made. So I've made stitch marker sets. So these are, I'm considering these like raglan stitch marker sets because there's enough in there to do raglan increases plus a either beginning of round marker or a progress keeper. That's what you can use the monstera leaf for. So these are what they look like. They're hexagon stitch markers, and then it looks like this. This is your progress keeper or beginning of round marker. Little random monstera leaves. Very cute with a lever back clasp like that. These are super cute. Lightweight, super lightweight. So I have 3 different sizes of the sets. So we have the small set. Oh shoot, I forgot. I'll put it on the screen what size needles these fit up to. And it's a pretty big range. So small, medium, and large. This is for definitely for chunky knit. So I have these up on my Big Cartel website. And then I was debating on adding these. These are pretty interesting. I really like them, but I am unsure if anybody would want something like this. So let me demonstrate what these are. So there's 2 different sizes. We got the small and the large. These are for knitting needles. Let me grab my needles here. So obviously we like to put cute little stoppers on the end of our needles. I do not have good luck with those. Those typically fall off my needles quite often. I like the idea of being able to lock them into place. So you slide them, I should show you. You compress to line up those holes, slide your needles in and let go, and then it stays in place. Like if you have to tug pretty hard. Like this needle is pretty good in there. It slides. This one slides a little bit more, but it's not gonna, sorry about that. I had an alarm go off. Anyways, so I was debating on making a few of these and then listing them. The only issue I am having is the noise that they make when you, they're a little on the louder side. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the 3D print itself or the springs or a combination of both, but they're kind of annoying. So the small ones obviously can fit, I think they can fit up to a US 6 or a 4mm, I think. And then these ones can fit up to a US 10 maybe. But look, the small needles, these are a US 4 or a 3.5mm needle. And these fit in there too. The only issue is they do slide quite a bit easier. So, but I thought about it. I don't know. Let me know what you think if you'd be interested in these little needle stopper gadgets. I do think they're pretty cute. But I'm just worried that people wouldn't really like that noise. It's a little unfortunate it makes that, but that is what I have going on. Other than that, I've been reading a lot. I finally decided, what was it? What book was it? Oh, I really, really wanted to read Rite of the Starling by Devney Perry. That's the second book in the Shield of Sparrows book. I really, really wanted to read it, but I'm in the middle of reading Dungeon Crawler Carl series. Like I'm on book 3 currently, the Dungeon Anarchist's cookbook. And so I was like, I don't want to put it off anymore. So I got clever. And I'm sure there's other people who do this, but I didn't think about it until just recently. I borrowed the audiobook from Libby, my local library, and then just listened to it. And if I got confused at any point or I had some spare time, I'd listen while having the book open. So it's kind of like having a video on with the subtitles, except it's just audio with subtitles, which was really, really nice. And I was able to get through that book in 4 days. So I would listen to it during the day because I typically read like physical books only at night when I'm in bed because I can't knit and hold a physical book at the same time. It just doesn't work. So, um, this was a nice little hack to get more books off my TBR. I really, really enjoyed that book, by the way. The Rights of the Starling. There was a fantastic twist at the end that I didn't even see coming. And typically with these romantasy books lately, they're very predictable. This one was not. And I thoroughly enjoyed being shocked by it. So, anyway, so I did that and I was like, heck yeah. So, I am doing that again currently. I have another book I borrowed that I actually have in my physical TBR, and I decided to borrow the audiobook from the library, and so I can um, just listen along during the day when I want to, and then I can knit at the same time. If I get confused about what's going on or I want to refer back to the map, I can easily just grab the book and see where I'm at, that kind of stuff. Um, and yeah, it's a little great little hack. I'm a little scared I'll get through my TBR a little bit too quickly. That just depends on if there's actually a audiobook version through my library. But this is what I'm doing. Excuse me. I'm doing right now. This does not work for Dungeon Crawler Carl series because Audible has the rights to it, so I cannot listen to those audiobooks. So those have to be physical reads, which is fine by me. I thoroughly enjoy Dungeon Crawler Carl a lot, so I am okay with physically reading it, which takes me a bit longer, but that is okay. What else? Nothing else. It's just been test knitting, 3D printing, and reading lately. I am throwing in the quilt now, so that video should be up, gosh, I want to say in about a week, hopefully. The only issue, and I mentioned this in the first part of that quilting video that's coming up, the block of the month video, I cannot run the 3D printer at the same time as using my iron and sewing machine, so I have to plan accordingly. And I have a pretty big print coming up soon. I'm not going to start it today, so I think I should be able to get some quilting, sewing, it's not quilting, get some of the sewing done today. But the big print is going to probably take up a few days, so I'm gonna guess the video will be up in about a week. Just check back again, subscribe, and then you'll be notified. That way you don't have to worry. But yeah, that is what has been going on here. We're on summer break, which is very lovely, and I am enjoying my time off from work. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and I will see you later. Bye.